The camera was on the zoom mode, which is really kind of neat, except not always desirable. Sometimes when I touch the screen to activate one feature or another, it's easy enough to touch the zoom feature, which brings it in 50%, or have it zoomed in and forget to cancel it, which means you get a really tight picture. Now this is a pretty crazy place to be right now because it's rained a lot. So there are places like this where it's nice and dry, beautifully packed clay, nice clay rock road like this, and then there's swampy puddles, which is one I avoided earlier. It's about 50 meters of goop, which isn't really a problem, but, well, it can be. The biggest problem I've had is, of course, the fenders fill up with mud and they make a hell of a noise. And then the next thing is, it's easy to slide, even with big knobby tires. In fact, the only trouble I had out here ever is in a very deep mud puddle that was like riding through a bunch of ball bearings. The ball bearings won. The back tire is called a Tough Tom, and it's a very inexpensive knobby tire, and it works exceptionally well, especially the 27.5 by 2.8, which is a nice big fat juicy tire. The front one is a 2.4 eddy current, which is kind of for e-bikes like this is, and the idea behind it is it has a good all-terrain tread, and the addict compound, which is really sticky. Now the advantage of that compound is on stone, especially cobblestone, which is really slippery when wet. So I feel confident with this front tire, but it doesn't handle as good in the mud as I would like. But to be honest, I just don't think there are many bicycle tires that handle mud that well. If anything, I would get another Tough Tom and a 29er by 2.4, shove it on the front, and with its wide stud pattern, it would toss the mud pretty well. What you want for muddy conditions are tapered lugs that taper out kind of like pyramids, and spaced widely. The eddy current, the knobs are packed pretty close together in the center. Then there's a big kind of spacing on the edges, and then there's the side lugs. The side lugs I really like on this tire. I've never felt like I was losing control on anything. But like I was saying, in deep mud, it swims around, and I think probably a part of that is me. You have to keep the bike really balanced. You have to know how to apply throttle correctly, and the main thing is don't let the bike move off to the left or to the right. You know, don't let it yaw. That guy doesn't, he's enjoying the sun. And I have my jacket zipped up. But I'm going 37 kilometers an hour, 38. See lots of women out here walking their doggies. Sometimes I think Spain only has women. I see lots of them. Well, they have guys too, but nobody cares about them. Well, that bit through the farm went off a lot better than I anticipated initially. So that means I have some extra time. I'm going to go check out this village called Quer, Q-U-E-R, which is a couple villages away actually. And then I'm going to go to the next village after that, all things being equal, and if I can get there in good shape. I'm guessing from what I've been able to see on the Garmin and other rides in this direction, there's a lot of farms that are just lined up one after another, and one can stay on the farm roads for I don't know how far. I'm thinking all the way to Guadalajara. We'll be in Castilla-La Mancha in the next, I think, 4 or 5 kilometers, which is the next state over. It's like going from California to Nevada. There are differences, geographic differences. But it's hard to notice right away. But on a bicycle, in a car you'd probably never notice. On a bicycle you notice. The earth even looks different. It is really pretty out here. There's all sorts of birds out here. You'll see quail, hawks, pheasant, although mostly more hawks and blackbirds than pheasants, but I've seen them, and quail, which kind of tend to run around. No idea what that is. I was thinking it was a cemetery, but no, I don't think so now. Gotta go.